más que se les hable,
because the more that they are spoken to,
no quieren dejar la carne.
they don't want to leave the flesh away.
Les gusta incomodar a la gente de la iglesia.
They like to make people uncomfortable in church.
Les gusta criticar.
They like to criticize.
Siguen hablando mal de los pastores.
They continue speaking evil against the
Hablan
pastor.
del hermano.
They continue speaking evil against the brother.
Andan imitando
They're imitators
a los espirituales.
to the ones that are spiritual.
Pero Dios conoce
But God knows
el corazón de cada uno de
the
nosotros.
heart of each one of us.
Y Él quiere
And He wants,
y anda buscando
and He's searching for
gente espiritual.
people that are spiritual.
Porque la iglesia de Dios
Because the church of God
tiene que recibir
has to receive
esa herencia
that inheritance
por la cual Él murió en la cruz.
by which He died on the cross.
Murió
He died
para darnos bendición.
to give us blessings.
Se llevó la pobreza,
He took away
se
poverty.
llevó la miseria
He took away misery
para darnos riquezas.
to give us riches.
Se llevó el pecado
He took away sin
para que fuéramos
so
santos.
that we were saints.
Se llevó todo lo malo a la cruz.
He took everything that was evil on the cross.
Pero la gente no quiere crucificarse.
But people don't want to crucify
No
themselves.
quiere sacrificar
They
nada.
don't want to sacrifice anything.
Pero en estos tiempos
But in these times,
tenemos un problema.
we have a problem.
Tenemos que vencer la carne.
We have to defeat the flesh.
Tenemos que vencer la carne.
We have to defeat the flesh.
No podemos estar imitando
We cannot continue to be imitators,
a ser cristianos.
to be Christians.
Hay muchos que se preocupan más por agradar al hombre
There's a lot of you that are preoccupied to be grateful to men
que por tener una relación íntima con Dios.
instead of having a relationship that is intimate with
Y
God.
por esta razón,
And for this reason,
todo lo que hacen
everything that they do
es en la carne.
is in the flesh.
Entrar a la tierra prometida
To enter to the promised land,
conlleva sacrificio.
it takes sacrifice.
Si vamos a Gálatas 5,
If we go to Galatians chapter 5,
verso 19
verse
al
19
21 dice,
to 21,
y manifiestas son las obras de la carne que son adulterio, fornicación, inmundicia, lascivia, idolatría, hechicería, enemistades, pleitos, celos, iras, contienda, disensiones, herejías, envidias, homicidios, borracheras, orgías y cosas semejantes a esta, acerca de las cuales os amonesto, como ya os lo he dicho antes, que los que practican tales cosas no heredarán el reino de los cielos.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 through 21. Now the works of the flesh are evident, which are adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lewdness, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, contentions, jealousies, outbursts of wrath, selfish ambitions, dissensions, heresies, envy, murders, drunkenness, revelries, and the like, of which I tell you beforehand, just as I told you in the time past, that those who practice such things will not inherit the kingdom of God.
Por esto tenemos que luchar con la carne todos los días.
For this reason, we have to fight against the flesh every day.
Los carnales se conocen
The fleshy ones are known
por sus respuestas
by how they respond
y sus actitudes.
and their attitudes.
Estas dos cosas delatan a una persona. Envidias, homicidios, borracheras, orgías y cosas semejantes a esta, acerca de las cuales os amonesto, como ya os lo he dicho antes, que los que practican tales cosas no heredarán el reino de los cielos.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 through 21. Now the works of the flesh are evident, which are adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lewdness, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, contentions, jealousies, outbursts.
Más que se les hable,
Because the more that they are spoken to,
no quieren dejar la carne.
they don't want to leave the flesh away.
Les gusta incomodar a la gente de la iglesia.
They like to make people uncomfortable in church.
Les gusta criticar.
They like to criticize.
Siguen hablando mal de los pastores.
They continue speaking evil against the
Hablan
pastor.
del hermano.
They continue speaking evil against the brother.
Andan imitando
They're imitators
a los espirituales.
to the ones that are spiritual.
Pero Dios conoce
But God knows
el corazón de cada uno de nosotros.
the heart of each one of us.
Y Él quiere
And He wants
y anda
reason
todo lo que hacen
everything that they do
es en la carne.
is in the flesh.
Entrar a la tierra prometida
To enter to the promised land,
conlleva sacrificio.
it takes sacrifice.
Si vamos a Gálatas 5,
If we go to Galatians chapter 5,
verso 19
verse
al
19
21 dice,
to 21,
y manifiestas son las obras de la carne que son adulterio, fornicación, inmundicia, lascivia, idolatría, hechicería, enemistades, pleitos, celos, iras, contienda, disensiones, herejías.
and He's searching for
Gente espiritual.
people that are spiritual,
Porque la iglesia de Dios
because the church of God
tiene que recibir
has to receive
esa herencia
that inheritance
por la cual Él murió en la cruz.
by which He died on the cross.
Murió
He died
para darnos bendición.
to give us blessings.
Se llevó la pobreza,
He took away
se
poverty.
llevó la miseria
He took away misery
para darnos riquezas.
to give us riches.
Se llevó el pecado
He took away sin
para que fuéramos
so
santos.
that we were saints.
Se llevó todo lo malo a la cruz.
He took everything that was evil on the cross.
Pero la gente no quiere crucificarse.
But people don't want to crucify
No
themselves.
quiere sacrificar
They
nada.
don't want to sacrifice anything.
Pero en estos tiempos
But in these times,
tenemos un problema.
we have a problem.
Tenemos que vencer la carne.
We have to defeat the flesh.
Tenemos que vencer la carne.
We have to defeat the flesh.
No podemos estar imitando
We cannot continue to be imitators,
a ser cristianos.
to be Christians.
Hay muchos que se preocupan más por agradar al hombre
There's a lot of you that are preoccupied to be grateful to men
que por tener una relación íntima con Dios.
instead of having a relationship that is intimate with God.
Y por esta razón
And for this reason,